Cool, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You have a nice day.
Cheers, you too. So it's, well, not too early anymore, but I did have to get up very early to pack this morning, walk the dog, do all of that stuff before Tash looks after the dog for the whole weekend. Why did I get up really early? Well, because I'm off to Bath. So I have a few trains to get, and of course, because life is always more fun when life is fun, Storm Eowyn has decided to descend. So that I think is 100, 120 mile an hour winds across the UK, especially in Northern Ireland. So let's see how that impacts Colin. But yeah, I'm all packed myself. My trains are 3 minutes late so far. So I guess everything's going to plan, probably. So yeah, let's just get this journey done. I need to finish my coffee. That's my priority list. As they say, no rest for the wicked. So the first thing I needed to do on the train wasn't my doodling, it was send an email out to check everyone coming was not needing any help, that they were getting on okay, and to reassure them that I was on my way despite the weather. So the moment of truth, we have arrived at Paddington, and when I got on the train this morning it said trees on the line. So I'm hoping my train is running. Turns out I'm over-dramatising everything. The train's it's here, just waiting to board, so yeah. That's fun drama, isn't it? And safely onto the last leg of my journey, I am happy, confident enough to get out my lovely little keyboard and do my final bits of admin before rolling in to beautiful, wonderful Bath. And completely throwing the weather forecast out the window, the weather here was amazing. So I thought I'd take a walk, and in taking a walk I can show you and tell you a bit about this amazing city and why I love coming here to sketch. So Bath is a historic city, you can probably tell that from the amazing architecture. As well as its Roman origin, it also became really fashionable with its hot springs in around the 18th century, and that sort of led to the famous sites of the Royal Crescent and Grand Circus being built for all the very rich socialites of the time. Aside from the endless amazing architecture, the grand abbeys and all of that ancient and neoclassical beauty, it's also a student town, it's also an artsy town, it's also a town filled with beautiful shop fronts, cute little stores and amazing coffee shops, and all of those things sound to me like a sketcher's paradise. And we interrupt this pleasant walk to bring you some breaking news from Northern Ireland.
So, as you can see, I am unfortunately not in Bath yet, and the reason why I'm not in Bath is because this stupid storm Eowyn has grounded all the planes, closed even Tesco's. I think Toby actually thinks that I'm in a spa with my wife and I just couldn't be bothered, but it's not true.
And that's enough propaganda from Colin. Let's get back to Bath. So, I was just enjoying my my wander around in Bath. Slightly chilly, but look at the beautiful weather. And also look at the beautifulness. But there's always a but. Then I got a message from Colin. So I'm just going to advance my to-do list a bit. And at the moment my to-do list includes telling Tash I'm alive. That's one phone call. Confronting Colin. That's another phone call. And eating, because I'm starving. So no, I've arrived, Colin. I have indeed arrived. The weather's very nice. It is really nice, actually. Which makes me wonder what this is, what this excuse is, what this message you've been sending me is about having mocktails in a spa.
He says nervously, well, do you know, I've seen photographs here of, there's actually a hotel around the corner and part of the roof has just completely ripped off and is on the road. Not crazy. So I'm hopeful, Toby, if everything goes according to plan, I'm hopeful that I could be there on earlier than lunch, which would be great. I'll be happy when I get up in the air. They're all laughing at me at home. They're going, oh, wouldn't you rather be in Bath right now? And I'm like, yeah. Yes, I would.
You're safe at the moment. That's good.
Yeah, safe and well. Yeah, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Have a good night.
Go on. Get some new arms, you will.
So, I have found our Airbnb. Colin and I tend to hire an Airbnb for our weekends. It gives us a base, somewhere we can kind of just dump loads of stuff, because we never spend any time here. As I'm sure you can imagine, Colin being stuck at home on the day when he's supposed to be here, he's feeling really guilty. I'd much rather be in my situation than his, having to do all the work. And he's just sent a message. I'm sure that this message will be a little apology.
Currently doing a YouTube video with a twig, acrylic ink, 2 watercolors out of the tube, big wells, one of these big palettes that gives you like a well of colour. And I'm missing Bath, so I'm drawing Bath. I take it you arrived and walking around that beautiful, beautiful city. I'll be there soon.
And then there was light. Good morning. Inconsolable as I was, I actually slept quite well. I haven't heard from Colin yet, so I basically need to hear from Colin. That's the next step. In the intervening bit, I guess, I am off to the other really important step, which is to not just sleep well, but wake up well. So going to a nice cafe. So yesterday, in the evening, I guess maybe that helped me sleep well, went to the pub and met about half of the people who are coming today. A really lovely group. Yeah, really lovely group. Got Arizona and Michigan. That's our current winners for the most travelled prize, and then the rest of us are from the south of England, so less culturally diverse. We've always found that pub trips and cafe trips are pretty vital to the kind of human connection, so the morning just before we start is an optional meet in a cafe, nice and early, 8 a.m, and this group were indeed wonderful. They even very politely laughed at Toby making bad jokes. It was a really beautiful moment. Now, if that's not the sign of a wonderful group, I don't know what is. But before too long, I had to leave, grab my stuff, but most importantly, find Colin. Is he going through security? Is he on a flight? Do. I think the answer is he's not going to pick up. I'm going to have to assume that that's for the best of reasons, and try not to panic my little heart too much. Colin, any update? Any update? Where are you? Hopefully, I just tried to call. Hopefully, you're going through security or some other valid excuse for playing ignoramus. If you are getting your flight, please let me know. Then I can rest easy. Oh, hello. I think we all need to
How are you all? You all well? He is infecting you with his style, isn't he?
He said, don't copy Colin, he said.
So Colin's here. Colin's here. So you got your applause when you came in?
Yes, it was wonderful.
Which is presumably why you weren't here? Just for the applause?
I figured if it was going to get some adulation, it needed to be significantly late.
And then actually, the morning went really well.
Yes, it did.
And quite enjoying your seat. It's not one I'd have chosen, but that is the nature of the beast, isn't it?
Well, interesting to me that you really didn't like it initially, or my approach to it, and then you got lost in the approach to it.
I did.
And started to fess up to really liking doing detail. There are hidden parts. Well, obviously that's going to be edited out.
Oh yes. Nothing. There's details wrong.
Loosey goosey. Let your colours not be true.
And with that, we're back for the afternoon. People got really stuck into Colin's scene and Colin's style, and before long it was time for me to turn the tables on Colin. And here's a little window into how we make each other feel, how we interact, and how we do these little demos to really get the best out of it for ourselves and for everyone else. Why do you like continuous line, Colin?
It's kind of quite liberating.
In what way?
It means that you get quite loose in how you're drawing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to talk
It's
about
just
this
so
one.
playful, isn't it? When
Yes, that's a
when
good
you
word
look
for
at
it.
And I think it's come up, a couple of people said it, it's like you can't, it's not your fault. It goes wrong. Well, I was thinking continuous line, of course it's not right.
Colin's line work is different from yours. It's just, you can actually see it with the way he does it.
Well, you can't change your handwriting very easily, and it's the same thing with your
Yes.
quality of line.
I'm going to just remove a house, I think. Probably the best way to deal with this.
That's taken out a house. Can't believe it's gone very quiet.
And do you know what? I don't think it's wrong.
But Colin, you don't do hatching.
No, not normal. Just found it untidy. Is that cold? Because you don't hear it as me being rude towards you, sure you don't?
No.
You just hear it.
But Colin does very neat hatching.
Yeah.
Thank you, say thank you.
It's very neat.
Have you added the person out of interest? No.
Pushing your luck, I think. Actually, no, people.
So just pull it softly through, probably like a bit more water. So I'm going to now work out. Very nice.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
You will pay money for brushwork like that.
So we're going to go to the Black Fox again, do you think?
Well, I haven't been, so
We have people that went to the Black Fox, happy with that?
Yeah.
So we'll tidy up here a bit and then we'll head over by 6. Yeah. And if you hadn't guessed already, the Black Fox is of course a pub, which is where we're going to this evening, and I have already forgotten that Colin wasn't there yesterday. Before that, of course, we needed to head home through the beautiful nightscapes of Bath to catch up on our families. She could be walking the dog. Nah, she hates walking the dog in the dark.
He picked some very swanky places that we're staying in for one night. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Excellent.
All good today?
Yes, is it? Yeah, it actually went really well today.
You're look home right outside this thing.
Okay, well, bye. And then we're in context like this, and everybody thinks we're amazing.
Well, we are. What we're trying to say is, you rang your wife and she was like, I can't talk to you. And I rang my wife. Yeah. And my wife didn't pick up and sent me a text saying, my dog's eaten all my paper. The weather is possibly raining, and then from 11, almost certainly raining. So it does mean that we're inside tomorrow, which is good.
Well, it's the morning. It's slightly embarrassing.
Morning after the day before.
Both slightly exhausted. Well, next are you exhausted? How are you? You feeling well?
I feel alright. So I did a monologue already about going for a nice run. How do you feel about missing the run?
Absolutely nothing. Just flatlined. Happy that I was sleeping.
So today we're going to spend a bit of time out in this sort of courtyardy area, and then outside-inside sketching.
Yes, and I've got my hand warmers to keep me warm. So at least my hands will be warm.
High value stuff. This is, I mean, high value in terms of the information people can gain from watching this.
This is how you have to do this stuff.
It is. It is
comfortable, pleasant.
So there you go. Hand warmers.
Yes.
Amazon.
Yes,
There you
tenner.
go.
Very good.
Tenner off Amazon.
3 settings.
Colin's got an affiliate link. It'll be on his channel.
Actually, don't.
Well, you do now.
Well, I should do.
You should do. You get 20p for every set.
Oh, here, that's amazing.
I don't. Yeah, there you go. Like that, the morning and indeed the afternoon passed in a flash, with everything sort of just going well. We had a really lovely morning in the cafe, of course. Colin and I treated everyone to hot drinks and cake, whilst we looked at how we can sketch outside, even when it's in the winter, using ideas from outside and then bringing them into our cafe to finish off our scenes. With that, one thing leads to another. Everyone is outside sketching, inside drinking coffee, and it's time to go back to our centre to wrap up and do our final throwdown of the weekend. And just look at this, it's absolutely amazing. The amount of stuff, the amount of creativity, the amount of different styles, and also the amount of positivity in the room. Everyone comparing, contrasting, complementing and recognising each other's unique styles for the benefit that they bring. So we're done.
We're done.
We're done.
It was really good.
It's empty.
A really lovely group, and it is a bit like, oh my goodness, the room's now empty.
It's a bit like, do you ever go on like a big holiday, like there's a kid, like a school holiday, or really exciting holiday, you get home and you're a bit like, oh, a bit like,
Yeah. It always feels like, oh, that's it, done now. And everybody just goes and gets on with their own life, so.
I'm upset.
But it was really good.
When you leave me as well. I was amazed by the, I'll keep that on film. I was amazed by the, the amount of art on the table.
Yeah, and I think the willingness of the group to learn from each other, share resources, experiment. I really loved that at the end. I thought that was great.
Final bit of B-roll.